Canadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an elite view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Andy's management, I'd like to highlight
I don't know if that's doing anything.
Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. Everybody do your jobs like your CEO
Hi.
watching over your shoulder, because I probably am. Bye now.
Weird. Oh, I don't. Okay, 2 watching. Head count. Oh, what's in here? Once locked, Henry settings will no longer be modifiable. Hello! Read the instructions before doing so. Disable power. I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Hello! As one hopes, you should recall act as capable proxy for cosmic rays that constantly bathe all matter in the universe. For our present experiment, it must be fired continuously through the tubes leading to the test chamber in order to provide desired test results. Fail-safe measures that maintain this stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single but this has been untested thus far and could cause the stream in an uneven manner. Please note that if it's necessary to temporarily interrupt the stream, you use the failsafe switch in the room and not the one in the ventilation shaft, because if something goes wrong, it's more difficult to detect if the one in the vent has been thrown. Oh, good to know. Where's the vent? Ah, found the vent. Okay, so we disable that one. We enable that one. Right? So we do that, and then we do that. Are people still here? One watching? Okay, cool.
Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories.
Okay, and then we
only guess at the Pharmacon 5 is now available to you. The unremarkable
seems sufficiently scrambled.
I couldn't agree more.
exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets,
Cool.
night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth,
So
skin, or
somewhere
general
in here should be... Oh, it was on this table!
An industrial macrowave is right for you.
Okay, sure. I love the animations in this game.
Tonally,
They're so
if
good.
not thematically.
Crab witch, a sandwich made from crab will make some mighty fine trees. Crab witch, a sandwich you want to eat. A crabble sandwich is so easy to eat, but only once a chemist Christian process to turn a body
That should do it.
into instant love.
I agree. That should do it.
The branding fee.
Okay, so how do I
Crab because it can't be beat.
examine?
Best of all, this tasty flesh is deemed safe to eat. Crabble can be more than just a solvent-based glue. Now it's good for me and you. Crab witch, a sandwich made with crabble makes a mighty fine treat. Crab witch,
Okay, how do I check
a sandwich you want to eat.
what the flow is then? Okay, cool. I asked like a sane person. Flow is absolutely required for the highest profitable experiment. If the flow is less than 50% gallons per minute, test results will be entirely skewed. Yours in science. Okay. Oh, okay. I understand this puzzle now. So that one's 400. That one's 300. This one is 200. So I need two. Okay. So we'll turn this one on. Yes. Yes, I do kind of realize that. Okay, so we'll leave that one at 400. This one was 200, so we'll shut 200 off. And we'll shut the 300 off. Yeah, okay. So that one's 300, that one's 400. 400 is currently running. Yeah, probably. Like the flow is perfect. Okay.
That will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening.
Okay.
This is wireless free.
400. Okay. Alright, we're good. Locking it in. Final answer.
Business practices a mite serious. Getting caught at corporate wrongdoing ain't right, but it is great for
I love that it's like, oh yeah, subtly mess with the thing. And one of the things I did was I put a rock in there.
We were fiscally obliged to follow this story to its source. Her name is Inez Silong, a loyal employee who claimed that Conan grifted Auntie's funds to his own business, WHK Enterprises. Allegations are one thing, but Silong's got receipts.
He stole from Auntie directly. I have here, in his own words, an admission.
Hey,
to
that's
the crime.
Inez.
It's go-getterness gone too far.
That's actually kind of cool.
And you know what happens to one of Auntie's nephews who misbehaves?
We saw Silong's evidence. It squares. Talk about humiliating. Willard swindling.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. The experiment will then begin. Commendable effort scrambling those settings.
Yep.
She's going places. Now, on to other things. This is for anyone out there who just loves
I think our internet is okay.
Keep your chin up. Next
Oh, I wonder if I'm connected to the wrong internet. That might be it. Is it...
Hey, you there. Need a smoke?
Is it being weird?
Is you from the average oaf? Well, look no further. Wow, that's large. It's the only God that says I'm in charge. It's an uncle Winslow, velvet stout.
Okay.
Hates me, I'm in
I could end it quick and check.
the chance of glancing me with
I don't know.
they know that I'm a VIP.
I'm pretty sure I'm
It's my
connected to the right internet,
show,
though.
and it says with pride that I make #1 top bonafide. In any crowd, I'm sure to stand out with an Uncle Winslow, velvet stout.
Okay. It's been okay for a while, according to Vanessa. I'll just keep it going until it starts causing problems then, I guess. I was never one to care much for quality, so... Logs. Big picture. Oof. That's a lot of big words. Feasibly volatile atomical electrodynamics research is a controversial controversial field.
These belvederes ain't your grandma shoes. Their wits were stouts, nothing else will do. And if you're an up-and-comer, you should try one too.
Many a tenured colleague have dismissed it as junk scientism, yet they simply lack the cognitive capacity to understand its underlying principles. Building blocks of the universe to weed out anomalous anomalous variables and extrapolate only the necessary inputs for solving the universal equation. Okay. Thank you. Only sometimes.
No members of the Protectorate are listening. Wouldn't want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination. Did I mention I ate a full box of Purple Berry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep. Life here is tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating
Purge
my
oxygen and initiate experiment.
I have the sun in my eyes.
That seems bad. That seems bad.
Did it work? Did it work? See, Bushel, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
I can
You'll
just shoot her
need
in the
to
face.
convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
Can't we just kill her? How the fuck are we supposed to do that? This is gonna involve math, isn't it?
All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolden considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
I have a better idea. Let's shoot her.
By haphazard murder being a profoundly bad idea. Deploying a logic bomb inside a reasoned argument is demonstrably more effective.
But
A
it's not as
brain-off against
fun.
an Order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
I naively hoped your commander would coax you away from such thinking.
I'd like to hear our other teammates' opinion on this.
Seen folk wrestle with logic, but not box with logic. I'm ready for a show.
We should try to undermine her confidence. If we fail, accidental death as our fallback.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here.
It
Too many
absolutely
drawbacks,
should.
both mathematically and ethically.
Admit I'm a bit surprised after some of your earlier leanings.
Not sure I like the sound of that.
It's a stick? Ah. I like it. I think it's adorable.
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchorus is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchorus to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchorus realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
I'll try my best.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Shake tough days that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Alright, let's go talk to this lady, and if it doesn't work, let's go kill her.
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
Just in case.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, hmm? Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
I hate to break it to you, but the experiment failed spectacularly.
What? No. It couldn't. Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry. Not sure what gave you that impression, but I guarantee they are a hand-picked group of top-order scientists,
bacon.
all fiercely committed. No shirkers or malingerers among them. What else concerns you? These are all fundamental building blocks of the universe. Together, they form the primordial soup our galaxy was formed from. This is widely recognized in scientific circles. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs
What
to be
makes you say
revised
that?
and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
By recognize the science, this is just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first, all quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. Mm-hmm. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though one must say.
I miss her skepticalness and insight. If we could agree on a topic, there could be little doubt in its logic and rectitude. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Hey, sure, because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I know. I can feel it. The experiment failed terribly. Your career is over. Time to retire.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No. No. Calm down. Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. Ah! The experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
Chronic itch, inflammation, night sweats, flatulation, lumbago.
You're grasping the foundation of everything you've been doing here is unsound.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all
There's
means.
a critical flaw in Sir Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable. I remain unswayed.
Lady, you're gonna die.
Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
You're a dead bitch.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Say, you've got your alien plantain corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You are a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it, despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. And despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great.
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin. Right. Moving on. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or guile.
That bird was laid in a plasma grenade egg, apparently. Psst, over here! Alright, anyways. You think she's okay?
Scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to Test Chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Ango's bride. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the
But she's lootable. How do I loot her? What does she even have on her? Alright, we're going back out the vent. There's gotta be a way into that room. Right? But I want the stuff. Alright, we are Where are we going? Was that it? Head back down the... What are you poking? Okay, that's pretty though. This game is so pretty.
You're doomed to wireless-free Arcadia. The best thing since sliced bread. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. Stop and drop whatever you're doing. I have a bombshell bulletin regarding a management shakeup in the department. The Sovereign is out. The console is in. We can thank our Office of Competitive Analysis and Artful Reconnoitering for this scoop. They're doing the law's
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails.
Ooh,
and
pumpkin
Angus
pie!
falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid.
Paranoid.
I expect better from an order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
Marcel, the need for subtlety has passed, right? Ah, this is your first workplace accident and you're feeling guilty about it, I see.
Don't try to lay the responsibility for this on me. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me.
Marcel, I'm done with words. Can we just shoot our way out now? We discovered a great deal of falsified data in the underlying research. I kinda just want to shoot my way out.
Wireless-free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Horse by the Herschel Sisters.
Anchoress Brun. Rockets.
Fascinating. You know, I reviewed that work myself, right? I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you. Are you done? I know you're to blame. Fellow exemplars of the... My aftermarket... Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Yeah, working on it. Oh.
Investigating.
Call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Discreet.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Gotta love it. Got him. Oh, I tried. Y'all seen it. I tried talking the way through it. You know, that's how most of my de-escalations go. I'll try it. And now they're lootable.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Enemy in vicinity.
Ratcheting up our aggressor. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Going loud. Alright, I like this.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Got him. Just gonna...
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Where did he go? Got him. Not even sure how he got up there. Is that a grenade?
Fix on their weaknesses.
I can throw those too.
Proceeding.
See, you guys said that, oh, there's a lot of them, Commander. We can't take all of them. We took them just fine. Another chair? Why? Thanks for all the help, Anais. I don't know if that counts as... Oh?
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium. From the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia. Official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
At Auntie's Choice, we think there is no freedom without freedom of choice. And
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch. Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must. I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
So noted. Well, off to the next crisis, then.
Oh, right. You all take care, I guess. I meant to give you this earlier.
Thank you. Anais? goodbye. Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned, feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me. Well enough, Commander. Shall we go? I'm sure there's someone you need me to kill, yes?
Ain't sure I like this. If she shuts herself off from who she is, we might just lose her entirely.
Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate. May all our travail...
We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Alright, now that that's done.
Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts. You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So, when we need to relight our thrusters, don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open room temp tin horse roast. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of farrow pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory bags into my tummy. New meat base can taste so good. It's not the worst unless it's worst, oh worst. Grab a can today.
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission. Reasonable significance. Would now be good?
Why? Why are you so shy?
Don't be a shirker, don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with Force First. It's not the worst unless it's Force First. You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music,
What kind?
entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment.
Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that.
We own up to it sometimes. Like
Ha.
right now in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance.
Nice.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through. A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. We could have done better by Anchoress Brunn. If we'd properly convinced her to abandon the research, I'd doubtlessly still lament duping her, but she'd be alive. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, it will need to get in line. Yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead. I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain off. It's not anywhere near zero, but it's unlikely. She seemed pleased that we at least attempted to address her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you. It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
Not a problem, Marisol. You are still one of my favorite commanders. Or companions. I'm the commander. Alright.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for street shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Batten down your quarterly budget for an asset report. You know what deserves some visibility? Praetor, a gloomy moon that's become quite the shining star in our portfolio. Batten down your quarterly budget for an asset report. You know what deserves some visibility? Praetor, a gloomy moon that's become quite the shining star in our portfolio. Thanks in no small part to the chemical plant
Go
we
talk to
liberated from the
Ruth.
Protectorate in the earliest phases of equity building here in Arcadia. The chemistricians in product development wasted no time repurposing the facility's production lines away from the Protectorate's.
Oh. Oh? This is how I want to greet guests when they come over.
Proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart, a bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now, with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. You must have suffered greatly in your life to have developed such a mercenary attitude. But I certainly will not contest an exchange of mutual aid. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by 5.3%. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ruth Bassar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, supreme calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future.
I love you.
My sensory deprivation chamber. I spend the majority of my days closed inside the silence, dulling myself against the tedious excesses of the body and mind.
Can I try
It's
it
a
out?
rather personal apparatus, customized to my biological measurements. Would you ask to try on a stranger's undersuit? Perhaps you would. Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for compelling reading material. confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station. Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement.
Okay, I'll be right back. No, I'm back. Okay. No, continuing my conversation with this lady.
Sorry to disappoint. However, there's something of even greater import we must discuss. I just received the most curious transmission from Auntie Cleo. She wishes to discuss a partnership of sorts. And I heard you were the source of this plot. I'm confident that Vicar Levin played a part as well. But you can negotiate the credit with him at a later date. I must admit I have significant doubts about colluding with an entity like Auntie's Choice. Why should the Order agree to even entertain the possibility?
Simply put, we got the troops, the firepower, and the know-how to beat the Protectorate. Respectfully, I think we both know that your forces can't do that on their own.
Military support loses its usefulness quickly in times of peace. It is that which gives me pause, among other concerns. Wise enough to recognize the perils, too. But the right course often involves remaining open to new possibilities. Auntie Cleo has already proposed a secure conference room on board the undisputed claim for our use. I will await your arrival there to mediate.
Failed to cite her work completely. I worked with presiding Bishop Orlo, you know. Now there was a serious scientician.
Auntie's Choice Chumbar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and spectrum leavings.
The Chumbar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to forced entrails, sprat organs, salt tuna skin, nanner peels, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
What? What?
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. I have nothing but respect for Ruth. Without her guidance, the Order may never have found the strength to dissolve its protectorate bonds. If I had to dig for the smallest critique, I'd note that she shoulders too much. If she collapses beneath the strain, the Order will be rudderless. This we cannot afford. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
Is there another way into that room?
Lovely day for differential
If it isn't my
geometry.
new favorite operator.
Alright, I guess not. I love you. Ooh, I bet they have an auto dock in here somewhere. Do they not have an auto dock? Dang it, I'm gonna have to actually talk to the doctor.
The operating theater is not conducting viewing dissections at this time. That is not an invitation to return to your study and perform exploratory surgery on yourself or a willing volunteer, just to be clear. Evidently. Seeing as you do not appear to be a resident of the garden, however, I will have to charge you. You should notice an immediate improvement. Is there anything else I can assist you with? That is best answered through observation.
You're any better, you will skin.
That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate are listening. Wouldn't want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination. Did I mention I ate a full box of Purple Berry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep, life here's tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my every move. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
No. Okay. Are you having fun? Good. Mm-hmm. Hi. Oh, okay. That's not gonna work. I wonder if it'll let me kill Auntie Cleo. That'd be kind of funny.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured intern?
We have positive
Okay. Let's go do this quest real quick, I guess.
The story of Anti-Creo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents
Inspiring sponsored content that will bring you to the top rarely, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the
Attention all ground-bound associates.
Oh, it gives her like a halo thing. Oh, that's cool. Like an angel.
ACS undisputed
Neat.
claim, a beacon of profitability. More than just our corporate flagship, the undisputed claim has been our home office away from home ever since we acquired it during the merger with Spacer's Choice in Tau City. Aboard, you'll find top-of-the-line facilities from hangar bays to mess halls to the medical wing, where battle-scarred troops are rebuilt better than new and promptly redeployed. Our flagship is a model of self-sufficiency, the tightest of tight ships. Outages and life support are rare, not worth mentioning. Forget I mentioned it. The undisputed claim is home to a cross-section of our corporate hierarchy, from our beloved CEO herself in her tower officeplex to the bottom rungers in the bowels of the ship, all traversed with a convenient tram system.
Hey.
Bottom runger saloon. Ballpark some figures on a cocktail napkin. Make a few handshake deals. But don't hobnob unduly.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or
I done falled off the corporate. Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Why, looky here. It's our contractor to be. I
Maybe.
see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself, to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest, to help us climb the ladder. See? Can't say no to that. We tailored our pitch right to one such as yourself. Or a reasonable facsimile thereof. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day, with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two.
I cannot wait for my Psychopath playthrough. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, okay.
The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is... Okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work. Steal his idea.
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Them on some more oral grace. Make them buy a corporate way. Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rival. Suppose I can outdo or outthink the bastard. She said,
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing chess.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up
They
to
think
date.
you'll retreat, but that's when you the game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
All right, let's head to value added Esplenda.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship this, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the
Oh, okay.
decide what is subject is, we respond to what you want through your decisions.
my corporate seal had been revived. Soon enough, the boats arrived.
Frivolously
Our
lengthy
time
approval
had come
process
to an end.
our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to finally
Said,
This is how you fly. People's lives now. As a
There's no such thing as free
society, we allow you to take part in public product.
Catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Perfect.
Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism.
Maybe?
Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Now for something a little different. Not thematically.
I'm sure he won't mind if I just poke around a little bit.
Get you something? Afraid he stepped away to his office. He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care.
I really, really want the psychopath perk now.
In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and also Xeranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. More's the pity.
Okay. You said to the right? I already completely forgot the directions that man told me. Was it right or left? Up the stairs? Hi.
Need anything? Afraid he stepped away to his office.
Where's that
Be around the
located?
corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him.
Okay, so to the right. Past the stairs. Hi! To the right, past the stairs. No, that's the bathroom. Yes, please. Oh, he got murdered.
If you're here for Melquiades Alcantara, afraid you're a mite bit late.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters.
Oh, but there's a trauma kit there that I kind of want.
Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance. Did you know the deceased?
Nope, just stopped by to ask about their secret recipe.
Seems like you're not the only one. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour?
Don't all deals eventually go sour? I just assume everyone in Antitrust is teetering on the brink of murder.
Assessment. Not particularly helpful, though. No, it would make my day if you were to blame. I only cover internal rivalries. As an outsider, you'd be someone else's department to worry about. We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they
Still
need
working.
to be held
Awesome.
accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers. Just like on that show, Corporate Fixers for Hire. You're just like Rico Sockdolager in real life. Who does that make me? If you're after the recipe, you probably want to ask around at the bottom runner. Someone there might know who'd kill Melquiades for it. Go on. You're clear to saunter freely. Don't forget, Auntie's Choice Zero G whiskey gets you into orbit.
Is the stream still working? It's Auntie's choice. Awesome. Hi.
Our business is concluded. Adieu. Let's confine ourselves to surreptitious glances from here.
Look who's back. You. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of raptidons.
I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. Till next we meet.
That makes one of us. Let's go!
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
Hey, it's this lady. Again.
Now please, go anywhere else. Tend to the actual patrons worthy of entrance into the best choice. What now?
Oh, what now?
Oh, don't we all? Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. Oh, say it isn't so.
Why is everyone up here just awful?
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
Is this not the door to the loo? Oh, hey, what you making?
It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to
Yes.
stray.
Yes, it was. Look, you're not cut out for subterfuge.
Think you're wearing
Clearly.
down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Well, maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow. Fine, you can have it. That admittedly was a mite embarrassing. Any serious player would have locked the door first, before spreading out incriminating evidence. Here you are.
Yeah, they would have.
Slightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Alright, time to learn the mysterious person's mysterious stuff. Mystery.
Close enough.
Hey! Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
Oh, me? You must have mistaken me for a site sanitation engineer. Well, that's a real compliment. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure
Havos.
nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of fellow Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says, anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely.
What is this?
Ah, she don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. Huh. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Wait, really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there to the bottom rung there to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and our lives depended on it.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Yeah, that's all we're getting ahead and giving up on
From
them.
pop guns to self-propelled cannons, welcome.
Do you
Here at Army
have...
Unfortunately...
I want this, but I don't have money. What happens if I sell junk? Okay. I have slightly more money. But not enough.
War of liberation brings the brave employees of said colony the products they need to survive in time. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
That makes me happy. I'm happy you can hear me. I love you.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just commiserate? Oh, right, and I'd add that big talk is for big people who matter. So we don't talk about work matters or our day. Okay then. What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe? Oh, Felicity. Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So, guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically? If that's how that works? She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject. Guess that's why them guards call me the first testee. Hadn't occurred to me before. Auntie must have come up with it. Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's chalk. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation. Not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely. You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing. Aw, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
You ate food once? Is that? Is that so? Recall anything else about her of, oh, I don't know, even greater import?
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you. Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe. You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy. That's not exactly something I've been privy to, you know, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after her like my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems. One drink for all of them, right? Oh, okay. Just thought there might be some new rule. Toasting! That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all. Oh, okay. Sure, we can keep on, you know, converserating. Just a bit, right? Well, what about?
Why hasn't Auntie talked to you in decades, really? What happened? How were things left?
I don't like to say much about that. I had to. For her, I only did it one time ever. I swear. I've never been good at lying. Just did it that once. The last day I saw Felicity. Auntie. I was going to turn her in, but she was there. Felicity. She was all crying. Told me all the bad stuff she did. Needed somebody to say she weren't a bad person. So I said it. And now I wonder a lot if I am the bad person on account of that lie.
Is someone still watching? Well, I'll end it here. Thanks for watching.